Welcome back. You're listening to Cindy Laverty's show nationwide on CRN Digital Talk Radio. My guest is Rick Carson, and if you missed 1 minute of this show, then please tune in on Saturday at 2 p.m. or Sunday morning at 8 a.m. and listen to the replay, or you can visit my blog at crntalk.com/Cindy Laverty. And you can also follow the show on YouTube. So you can find it easily. But really, tune in or listen to this show because Rick just gives amazing information. It's so great to have you here today, Rick.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about playing with options here in the Taming Your Gremlin process.
Well, let's definitely talk about that. I want to emphasize that there are 3 steps in the gremlin taming process. I mean, there's 16 key principles. There's a lot to it, but there are 3 key steps. The first we've already touched on,
right,
which is simply noticing.
Right.
And that has to do with casting your spotlight of awareness on your own concepts about yourself and about how the world works.
Mm-hmm.
It kicks into play that Zen theory of change we talked about, which I'm going to repeat real quickly. I free myself not by trying to free myself, but by simply noticing how I'm imprisoning myself.
Right.
In the very moment in which I am imprisoning myself. So I want to emphasize that if people just do that, it'll work.
Yeah.
If you want to aid the process, you want to go kind of to the next step, there's some options to play with, but I really wouldn't rush to these because just noticing is plenty.
Okay.
But if you're going to play with options,
we'll do a little master class here.
Yeah. One of the options to play with is one I call accenting the obvious. And actually, Fritz Perls, who was a truly brilliant psychiatrist and teacher, was a whiz when it came to doing this. And in the gremlin taming method, we've called on that particular technique and sort of expanded it, embellished it, and used it in a very particular way. I'll give you an example. Well, here, let's use this. Let's say that you observe yourself. You notice that you're shrinking from a conflict or sort of hiding from a challenge.
Right.
Well,
oh, I could relate to that.
Okay. And you actually, when you do that, when you make yourself uptight, you literally become uptight. Your breathing becomes shallow. There's tension in your body. So let's say that you catch yourself hiding from a challenge. You're pulling back. You're making yourself uptight. You might try forming a mental picture of yourself acting out that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, you could imagine yourself growing smaller and smaller, or actually trembling with fear, or hiding or cowering in a dark closet.
Oh, yeah, you talk about going into the closet.
Yeah. Actually, if the situation affords you the opportunity, actually scrunch up your posture or put your head down or go hide in a closet or walk like you have your tail between your legs. Because what that does when you, or even if you're just putting yourself down, Cindy, or scaring the hell out of yourself, if you're scaring yourself with a horror movie, scare yourself more. Make the horror movie horrible. Because what happens is, if you'll be creative and playful in the process, that gives the natural you, the same one that learned to walk and talk in there, an opportunity to observe what you're doing and to make a very natural correction, again, in the same way that you learn to walk and talk. It's a very natural, beautiful process from the inside
And
out.
I would guess you do it faster, right?
It's faster and it's deeper seated.
Yeah.
It lasts forever. It's because when you accentuate the obvious, when you accentuate the horror movie or the put down or the regret or whatever it happens to be, when you accentuate it, you get to the point of absurdity. Even if the content is not absurd. Let's imagine for a minute that somebody's boss looks at them weird, and so they start making up, oh, my God, I'm going to get a bad performance.
We have a caller, Rick.
Okay.
Do you want to take the caller now or after the break?
It's up to you.
Okay, take it now, Paul? Okay, let's take the caller now. We have Anthony in Los Angeles. Hey, Anthony, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you this morning, sir?
Hey,
I'm great.
I have a question for Rick.
All
Okay.
right.
May I ask you, Rick, you all from Texas, right?
I am from Texas.
Okay, I'm reading the book, and I got the part where you got to breathe, and you simply notice.
Right.
And you talked about an attack where you get a shortness of breath, and you get tension in your body. Am I correct? What you said?
Yes.
Okay, I'm a physical guy. Can I just knock my gremlin out?
It's a really, really great question. I appreciate it. I am a very physical guy myself. My experience has been that what you can do, I really heartily recommend accentuating what you're doing to yourself first before attempting to knock your gremlin out or free yourself from your gremlin.
Okay.
That you really accentuate it, and it really fits with what I was about to say before. As you become really aware that you're spending precious moments or even seconds of your own life jabbing your own thumb in your own eye, then there's a natural correction that starts to occur, and it's deeper seated than just knocking him out and moving on. If you just knock him out for the time being and move on, he's going to come back at you faster.
Roaring even louder, right?
Roaring even louder, yeah.
Okay, so I take it easy and don't give him that much credit. Is that what you're saying? Because I have a picture on my gremlin.
In other words,
he's like
go ahead.
Snidely Whiplash, you know. He's like...
Wait. Let's... Anthony, say what you were just going to say.
I said I have a picture. You say vision your gremlin. So I got a picture of Snidely Whiplash, the guy with the handlebar mustache. I got this sleazy car salesman. So this is the guy I want to just give a smack to. So what you're saying is don't physically. You can understand what I'm saying because you are a physical guy. So
I'm a physical guy. Plus, I was a huge. I use the term Snidely Whiplash a lot. I remember it well. I remember Dudley Do-Right too.
Yeah, you remember that? The Mounties, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, we have 60 seconds, guys.
Okay, no, I think you answered that. Just don't give him that much credit because he's going to get back stronger. So what you do is will him
first
out.
I'm saying give him lots of power for about 15 seconds to a minute. Because really it's you, doing it to you.
Okay.
So accentuate it. You're colluding with your gremlin.
Okay, right.
Accentuate
All right,
that
great. Anthony, thanks for calling.
So much, you guys. It's a great show.
Thank you. All right, Rick, I got to take a quick break. We'll finish up with options and things on the other side of the break. You're listening to Cindy Laverty's show. I'll be right back. Hi,